Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Just moving stuff around, like, oh look, there they are.
Hey, look, another watch.
Yeah, hey look, I'd rather just get money.
I mean, like one of the old ones, like the kids' watches that had like the flip down face on it, and like you have to push the thing and open the face and see the time. So, let me mute this. This is
Sir, you should silence.
well, this is the enemy that just sent me a message.
Louis?
No,
Chris?
yeah. So Chris went on a ride today. So I saw him last night. I was trying to get him to come down today, but he was going on
Indian Owners Group ride.
an Indian Owners Group ride. He said there was 39 Indians and one Harley on today's ride. So he said, glad to be the majority for once. 3 states, 150 miles. Also went to Harley in Georgia for an event. They had beer and food.
Yeah, there you go.
So what was funny was
3 states. That's not really saying much. Like Georgia is.
yeah,
Right
I can take off from your house right now and in 30 minutes be back and go through 3 states.
Yeah.
So, but like
150 miles. Is okay.
yesterday, he was like, he goes, yeah, we're going to get our 125 patches. I go, 125 for what? And he goes, 125 years of Indian. I'm like, no, sir. No, sir. 15 maybe, not 125.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, when did Polaris acquire Indian?
2011.
Yeah.
So, anyways. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus, and I'm your clueless leader. Today, we're going to go on a learning journey. I have Miss Muffin.
Hey y'all.
And I have Daniel.
Hey there.
So, we've had lots of stuff going on. Welcome back to the podcast.
From our short break.
Yeah, well, I mean, it actually seemed like a pretty long break.
Well, it did. Yeah, because.
Like, I saw you last weekend, but I feel like it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've seen you.
Well, it has, because you were in Panama before that.
Yeah, so I didn't see you for a couple. Well, I can't say that because I saw you like right before I left to go to Panama.
True. But I mean, it was like a 3 weeks or 2 weeks, pretty much.
No. When did I saw you like Tuesday or Wednesday when I got back because you came to the shop to pick up the Dyna.
Okay, well, fair. But I meant like hanging out, like doing this.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I'm thinking like podcast time.
This has been, this will be 3 weeks
Yeah.
since the last time we were in Studio B
Yes.
recording a podcast.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yes.
don't count like me coming and swinging by in the shop and saying hi is the.
Yes. Yes. News on the Dyna front. Daniel has found out that every single Bassani exhaust manufactured for a Dyna is on back order indefinitely, pretty much.
Pretty much until August.
So
I went through. Now
that might as well be 2030.
Yeah, like there were like 2 options that were available, but they weren't like what I would consider viable options.
Well, you also wanted megaphone style.
I did want the megaphone style.
And you said they had the sport pipe or whatever.
The sport pipe and like the B1 power, whatever it was.
I don't know that one. I know the sport pipe. So the sport pipe is the same as the megaphone, just a
Yes.
different can. Head pipe's the same, different can.
And it's also $300 more expensive.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Cool. So Daniel, though, on the road of finding an exhaust system, found another company that was, what was funny was like, I never thought I would have heard you say the name of that company.
Oh, really?
Like,
Why?
we talk about it at work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew about it before.
Yeah, but it's not your world.
Well, no.
It's becoming your world.
Well, no. It's a company that only makes exhaust for Harleys.
Correct.
That is
yeah.
100% what they make. Like, like I have Akrapovic,
Yeah.
Kirker, Two Brothers makes exhaust for everybody.
And-
Kirker makes
And for those that are wondering, Daniel said the words SP Fab
concepts.
or SP Concept. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, no, there's SPB Fab,
Yeah.
SP
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Concepts.
Mhm.
yeah.
Sorry.
I was like,
What, do you know SPB Fab?
Maybe.
You'll learn it. I promise you. You're a Dyna Bro now.
No.
For Christmas, I'm going to buy you tall black socks.
How about just mid control?
That's what you do need, 100%.
Yes.
Well, and risers.
Yeah, I mean, we can work on that. That I can.
I can probably find risers for
That's what I'm saying.
a good deal.
Risers are going to be the easier part of that.
Like for a good deal. And when I say a good deal, I find people all the time that have taken them off. Now they're not going to be like 8-inch risers.
No.
They're going to be like 4.5 or 5-inch
That's
risers.
perfectly fine.
So,
Because I don't like the tall bars anyway.
well, what
Yeah.
you need is a 6.5 pullback.
Get a better bar.
Well, the bar's not so bad, but a 6.5-inch pullback is going to put the bar in a similar position that it's in,
Yeah.
but up about 4 inches from where it's at.
That wouldn't be bad.
So your arms will still be like away from you,
Yeah.
like they are, and your hand will be in the same position, but your hands will be 4 inches up, so you won't feel like your hands are so down.
Yeah. See, but once again, and that's complete. I don't mind my arms being down because everything I ride, my arms are out or down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the difference is on that versus like your BMW is your pullback angle on the BMW is different
Yeah.
than the pullback angle on the Harley.
That is true. Well,
So-
the BMW's clip-ons.
Still a different pullback angle.
It is. That is correct.
We can change that too just by loosening the clip-ons and pushing them.
No, those can't be moved.
Or you're built into the top triple tree. Oh,
Mine already has risers on it. So it's built in. It has a bar that goes up. And
yeah, yeah. That's how the can of tuna was.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what I want to talk about today,
Okay.
because of very specifically what happened today in Chattanooga. Today is Saturday, May 16th, Chattanooga. I don't know when you're listening to this, but just in reference, we have had our third
Yeah.
motorcycle accident in a week.
I saw that today. And unfortunately, it seemed like this
I
individual.
don't know.
lived.
Yeah, okay, I thought you were going to say fatal.
No,
So,
this one was not.
Some
fatal.
people
good.
have said that he was
Good.
potentially fatal that saw the accident.
There was
But-
an article that one of the news channels put out.
They said he was in critical condition.
like right before you got here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
He's in critical, but
Yeah.
he's going to pull through.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
So, well, I don't
But-
know 100% what happened, but apparently, like when
Car
he
caught on
hit,
fire.
yeah,
I saw the picture and I
either
saw
the
like
car or the bike
smoke.
caught on fire, and it looked like it was a Ducati.
I couldn't tell from the one. I was looking at it on my phone. So
I know this sounds weird for some of the people that don't live here in Chattanooga, but knowing Chattanooga, the bikes you see running around town,
you kind of see the same ones over.
it
Yeah,
was a
you do.
single-sided swing arm with a 5-spoke wheel.
I did see the singles at first, because it looked like it had bodywork that had melted.
Yes.
Yeah, it almost had VFR look for a second, like an older VFR.
But not a 5-spoke.
That is true. You know,
Yeah, because it was a flat 5-spoke. It wasn't a twisted.
Okay.
A VFR, you know,
Yeah.
has that twist in the
You
wheel.
know what? I couldn't even. I looked at it and I was like,
Yeah,
VFR.
yeah. And
Do I know anybody that owns a VFR?
and you couldn't see the way it was sitting. You couldn't see the frame a whole lot, but it didn't look like KTM type framing or anything like that either.
Yeah.
So, but that's just how we use deductive reasoning. I mean, you can figure out pretty quick when you're around a lot of different motorcycles, close to what kind of motorcycle it was. So I noted that the one on 153 was a Yamaha based on how the rear set was mounted to the frame.
Yeah.
I saw it and I go, that is a Yamaha.
It looked like an R3.
So I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah.
I just know that wishbone design that they do for the rear pegs, I was like, that is a Yamaha.
Well, and that one unfortunately
Was fatal.
was
Yeah.
fatal.
Of a 19-year-old.
And that actually provoked a conversation between me and Stephanie. You know, especially now,
Yeah.
having a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
We're pushing your fault as long as possible. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to, return that little baby motorcycle that I bought.
So here's the thing about it. And before that, or that same day, there was another accident with a Harley.
Yes.
Mm.
Wasn't that on 153? No, 58. That was on 58.
I don't remember if that was on 58. I was thinking there was also one on Russell Boulevard, so there might be more than one. There might be
there
more than
was
three.
one on Russell
'Cause
Boulevard.
I thought there was
Yes.
one on 58.
We have had multiple,
Just this
past
week.
4 days,
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
days.
with one of them being fatal. But also, the National Traffic Highway Safety Council put out their thing about motorcycle
2,937 motorcycle accidents in the state of Tennessee, and 915 of them were in Hamilton County.
Yeah.
118 or 181, I can't remember. I'm not looking at the article. We're in Chattanooga.
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
Yes. With 153.
The roads
153 was number one. I thought 153 was number one and Brainerd Road was number two.
153 wasn't on there. Brainerd Road was number one. Hickson Pike, Rossville Boulevard.
Oh, yeah,
How is
Hickson
153 not
Pike.
on there?
That's
I could name 30 wrecks that have happened on 153.
Yeah.
all of the comments, and I saw like, who
Like,
didn't
who?
count 153?
Literally less than 1 month ago, there was a fatal motorcycle accident 3 blocks from where this kid just got killed.
Yes. And I hate that section of 153 because you're by Northgate there. It's not a highway anymore. It's a
No.
It's a
It's a-
road.
yeah.
It's Gun Barrel.
It's Gun Barrel.
Oh yeah.
But you know what wasn't on that list?
Gun Barrel.
Gun Barrel Road, East Brainerd Road, Ottawa Ringgold Road.
Well, Gun Barrel because it's really hard to have an accident 10 miles an hour.
Have you ever been
Well-
on Gun Barrel Road on I know this sounds weird, but
8 o'clock in the morning? Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
or Thanksgiving
It's
morning?
great.
Yes.
Yes.
So because when my
Gun Barrel
tra-
during COVID? Yes.
so when my
Fabulous.
transmission messed up,
Right after they repaved it?
when my transmission messed
90
up,
miles an hour,
Right.
Gun
I don't know if you remember this. I got my bike back the day we left for Thanksgiving.
Yes. I
So
do remember that.
Thanksgiving morning, I got up and go, hey, I'm going to just rip it around the block real quick. And she goes, okay. And I come back and I pull in the garage and I walk inside and I go, if someone knocks on the door, don't answer it. And she goes, why? And I go, because I passed a police officer going way too fast down Gun Barrel Road. I will not say how fast because I will not incriminate myself on this podcast. But so here's what I want to get at. Okay. I want to get at both sides of the equation. I am speaking right now to the senior riders, and then I will speak in a minute to the younger riders that are listening to this podcast or that you may know. So, one, we as senior riders have a very, very, very strong responsibility to educate, train, and take the time with younger riders.
Can I make a point of clarification?
Yes.
When you say senior riders, you're talking about
Not
experienced
in age,
riders.
correct.
Yes, I just want
Senior
to-
does not mean
Experience.
age.
because I wanted
Yeah.
to laugh, and you're like,
Yes.
we as senior riders.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
I get
By senior, I don't mean age. I mean
Like experience.
experience and time
That
in the
makes sense,
saddle.
yeah.
And as a bounce off of that for the younger generation, I don't care if you have rode dirt bikes your whole life. The road is not the dirt.
No, they're,
So
Or different.
it's not your neighborhood street either.
The obstacles move on the road. The
Correct.
trees
Yeah.
are stationary.
So,
Exactly.
but we as experienced riders, senior riders, have a responsibility. You know, that kid in your neighborhood that just bought a bike. I'm not talking about what kind of bike it is because
doesn't matter.
we're never going to win the fight of telling an 18-year-old don't buy a GSXR 1000. You're never
Yeah.
going to win that argument.
No.
I have been at a dealership that we had that conversation with guys that came in first bike. We were like, hey, let's go look at the 600 instead. And they'd walk out on you.
Yeah.
You're never going to win that fight.
I
It's
have-
not going to
I
happen.
have been at dealerships and watched
Yeah.
18,
Oh, yeah.
19-year-olds come in there, like, never riding
Yeah.
before.
Now, I want to clarify everything that we're talking about. I'm not putting a blame on either side. I'm not doing that for whether it's the accidents that have happened here.
Actually, we should just be blaming the city of Chattanooga and Hickson.
Well, we should be because
Yes.
that's where
Yes.
they're mostly happening at. But like, I'm not. If you've been in an accident, I'm not blaming you or anything like that. This comes from a lot of this information comes from years spent on the fire department. Years spent working in motorcycle dealerships.
And years riding.
Years spent in defensive driving classes.
Well,
Because I've been there too. But just like seeing it and talking. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Talking and getting that education. So, senior riders, a kid down the street buys a new bike, go invite him to ride with you. Show him. Lead by example. Take him out. Teach him things. You know, the newer riders are going to ask the questions. You know, say Ben's out and about, finds this new kid, and he might be on a GF6R 1000, and Ben's on his Lowrider S, and they start having a conversation, and the kid hasn't been down Mulholland Drive. Ben, take him down Mulholland Drive, because he's going to go, wow, I didn't know that Lowrider S could do that. Well, that gives you that opportunity to talk about what experience and education about your motorcycle can do.
Yeah.
So we take a strong responsibility in training. You don't take a kid and just go, here's the world. No, we send them to school.
Yeah.
We send them to school. Why? Because they need to learn. So no matter what you're doing, you have to learn.
Well, and you know, part of that is learning that there's a time and place.
Yes.
You know, that 18-year-old that goes out and buys the GSX-R 1000.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all of a sudden you're now put in control of something that can
easily kill you.
it breaks all of the nation's speed limits in first gear.
Correct. Correct.
You don't even have to shift to be faster than every highway speed in the country. So that responsibility of, you know, look, there are certain areas, certain roads, you know, people that know you can ride a little bit more spirited.
If you have a road, like we were talking about Gun Barrel, okay, Gun Barrel is flat and straight, okay?
And nice after they repaved it.
And very nice after they repaved it. You can't go fast on that road, but you can at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you want to ride that road fast, go out there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
I'm not telling you not to go ride fast, not to act like an idiot.
Yeah.
But
Time and place.
Yeah.
But time and place, yes.
Yeah.
So, younger riders, that's the thing. Think about what is going on and be willing to learn from those guys that have rode for a long time.
Well, and I think something is to be said about experience. You know, being on a bike for so many years, you don't take the same risks that you would have at 18, 19, 20.
No,
No, I mean,
you don't.
When you're 20, you feel invincible. Nothing's going to happen to you.
Exactly. We become more risk adverse.
Yeah.
And I do it, you know, riding to work. I see people riding. I'll see the groups of bikes going out there towards Suck Creek,
Yeah.
you know, and they are flying. And I'm not saying that I don't,
Yeah.
but it's the type of aggressive riding that's, you know, going around cars in like the bike lane downtown at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, time and place. And the thing about, you talk about risk assessment.
yeah.
You do it and I do it. There's times now where we're in triple digits riding.
Yeah.
But we also know where we're at, the time and place.
I can see everything in front of me. It's a
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
road, you know, it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that going down Cherokee Boulevard because there's so many side streets. All it takes is one old lady or one of those guys coming out of the methadone clinic. Just
You know, the conversation, you know, if I'm at Daniel's house and I'm waiting on him and he's leaving work, I'm going to see him in 30 minutes. But if Daniel's leaving Teleco, I'm probably also going to see him in 30 minutes. And we're talking about the difference of an additional 35 miles. And it's like, well, he was flying. Yes. But he was on the open highway with very little traffic.
Exactly.
yeah. And the only thing slowing you down at that point is police cars.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. So, but be receptive to it. When I knew how to ride a motorcycle. And when I got my first motorcycle, I asked the guy, hey, do you mind riding over to my house? Because I don't want to ride around all the traffic that's in Ottawa.
Absolutely.
I want to get comfortable with the motorcycle before I do that.
Makes sense.
So I made that judgment call. That was not something that was put on me because y'all have heard me talk about it. I don't come from a family of motorcycle riders. So there's been motorcycles in my family, but, I never grew up with it. My dad always had a motorcycle license, but he didn't get another motorcycle until after I bought a bike and was riding.
Yeah.
That's when he went, oh, I can get one. This is something we can do. So, having that forethought, and I really, as much of an asshole move as this is, I don't care if you've been riding dirt bikes since you were 6 months old. I don't, because it is 100% different. Like Daniel said, those obstacles move.
Yeah. See, look, because you see a lot of people that say, man, I've been riding dirt bikes since the day that I could stand. And that's all. So you have bike control down.
Yeah.
And that's also, you probably are you're better in control of your motorcycle than a lot of people are on the road.
Yeah.
But you're still not in control of that car that's looking the other way.
Well,
or the lady painting her nails.
Exactly.
What it is because off-road riding is offensive riding.
Yes.
On-road riding is defensive riding. You have to be prepared. The biggest thing that I tell people, because there's people that come into the Harley shop that, they don't have a motorcycle. They're wanting to get a motorcycle, and they ask questions, and they go, hey, what's something I should know? And I go, everybody on the road is trying to kill you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Period. End of story. I don't care if it's a 40-year seasoned motorcycle rider in that cage next to you. Everything on the road is trying to kill you.
I mean, every single day that I come home from work, whether I'm in the car or on the bike, there is somebody doing something that if I wasn't paying attention,
Oh, yeah.
I'd either hit them or they'd hit me.
For sure.
So the verse side of this that I was talking about being in a cage. Mm-hmm. We come over here tonight in the Jeep.
Yeah.
You have the Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Unless your name is Dave Harris, you probably have a car.
True.
So
I saw something, what has it been, 10 years?
10 years.
It's been 10 years only on two wheels.
That's impressive.
It is impressive.
So when you're in your vehicle, you have another responsibility to motorcycles. Mm-hmm. And it's not going, oh, I wish I was on my motorcycle.
Well,
it's
yes,
great.
it is.
We all have that thought. But
Yeah, it's a nice day. I really should be riding.
don't go blocking them in. But they're at a traffic light. Give them that grace. One of my biggest fears is someone rear-ending me when I'm on my motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
But when I'm stopped at a light and I look in my mirror and I see that car has an entire car length behind me, and I'm like, they either know what's up or they just don't know how to drive, but thank you for that space.
It's a 50-50.
I try to give him space because I know, but
Right. So
every motorcycle's retire. Every single one. Especially if I know them.
right.
so, yeah. I do it on my motorcycle. I've done
I know.
motorcycles I don't know when I'm on my motorcycle.
You got to be careful doing that to some people that aren't prepared for it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Because
Lord.
I've done that to friends that I haven't done it to before. It's like, oh shit.
So,
All right, hold on.
Like-
No,
Like, let
I'm
me
bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
so
Loser.
talk to those people. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you're a motorcycle passionate individual, but say you have a child that's getting ready to start driving. Talk to them about recognizing motorcycles. Cars pull out in front of me enough in the vehicle
Oh, yeah.
that you can imagine how much they do it on the motorcycle.
Well, and I know me and you have had this conversation before. Like, you look at that car that's parked on the side, like ready to pull out. Like,
Yeah.
you could tell whether they're going to pull out in front of you or they're not.
I just
almost a guarantee.
Yeah.
I just assume when I'm riding down the road, every single car that's trying to pull onto the road is going to pull out in front of me.
Yes.
I just assume it.
You have to assume that.
I didn't used to be that way, and I've slid into two vehicles. Luckily, it hasn't been anything major. But since I started thinking that way,
Yeah.
I've been prepared. So that's the thing about it. There's accidents that happen where guys were going way too fast. It just is what it is. It's reality.
Yeah.
Car pulled out in front of them. They didn't have time to stop.
It happens.
But they're also I'm going to tell you now, I've been in places where I was running 80 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour speed zone and a car pulled out in front of me, but I was waiting.
Yeah.
I knew that car was going to do
You
that.
were
And I
anticipating it.
immediately,
Yeah.
because one of the first modifications that I did in my motorcycle,
Brakes.
good brakes.
Yeah.
Well, good tires and good brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your brakes don't work if the tires slide.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, and talk about brakes. I lost a friend in a motorcycle accident due to bad brakes.
Yeah.
I've lost multiple friends in motorcycle accidents. I have been to more than probably 3 or 4 dozen motorcycle funerals of people that I personally knew, were on a first name basis with, guys I worked with, guys I grew up with, guys that I went to school with. Maybe I didn't know them that great, but we went to school. We knew who each other were, and we rode motorcycles, and they get in a motorcycle accident, and I felt it to be my responsibility as a good steward of the motorcycle community to go pay my respects.
Yeah.
Or someone from the motorcycle community that I know that rides. And it's like, oh man, that sucks. And I go be that good steward. But it's having those conversations about being prepared. So being prepared for when something happens, being prepared for something to happen.
Yeah.
And laugh off the little stuff. You dropped your bike. I hate it for you. Okay, fine. You're okay.
Yeah.
But when you're in your car, you have to pay attention. And like I was saying, if you have a child about to start driving, talk to them about that every single day. I've got a friend of mine that does that. Their daughter's in high school, and as soon as she gets home from school, Dad's already home because Dad works third shift. Dad goes, "How many bikes did you see on your way home?"
Yeah.
And if she says it's something like, "I don't know," or "Oh, I didn't see any," he'll go, "All right, yeah. How many bikes did you see?" He'll just keep him, and she gets mad, but it's because he knows.
Yeah.
Dude, it doesn't. Well, around here,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it doesn't matter what the weather is. You'll see a bike.
At least
At least one. Yeah.
Well, and they live in Ottawa.
Yeah.
And his daughter goes to GPS. So tell me she doesn't pass a motorcycle.
Oh,
I
for sure.
passed multiple.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the weather or the day.
Yeah.
Unless it is 3 o'clock in the morning during the middle of a tornado warning, and then the one motorcycle that's out might be on the opposite side of town from you.
Yeah. Look, I mean, guaranteed, pretty much regardless of the weather, if it's during the daytime,
Yeah.
at a minimum, if she's going to GPS, she's from Ottawa, she's going to see a Chattanooga police officer on Amicola or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Chattanooga, THP,
Yeah. Yeah.
or just one of the many of people that just ride their motorcycle to work every single day.
Yeah.
Daniel. So that's the thing about it. And he gets on her.
Yeah.
How many bikes did you say? Oh, I didn't see any. Come on now.
Come on now.
Let's think about this. So, and it's not, he doesn't do it in a hateful way, but it's getting her aware.
Well, because it's so easy behind the wheel of a car to get distracted.
Yeah.
Your phone's there, the radio, the whatever, it's all there. It's
Yeah.
easy access because you're sitting down. You don't have to hold the steering wheel the entire time.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
You put the car on cruise control, and
Yeah.
you can kind of the car kind of drives itself, especially modern ones.
Yeah.
I set my adaptive cruise control, and I can just let go of everything for the most part.
so,
And that's not
yeah.
good.
No, it's really not.
No, it's not. I mean, I would venture to say that 60% of the people that listen to this podcast know somebody that's either seriously got injured or died in a motorcycle accident.
I would imagine so.
And they understand what I'm talking about. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm only talking to the other 40%. It's one of those things, I work with guys currently that have been in major motorcycle accidents. Mason was in one within the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he walked away from it. And that was after hitting a car that pulled out in front of him, and he Supermaned over it. And guess what? He was running 40 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. But you also know where it was?
Gun barrel.
No.
Was that not on gun barrel?
No. You want to know where it was?
153.
No.
Where?
Yeah, where?
400 feet from where the wreck was today.
Seriously?
Oh.
He was
on Hickson Pike.
he was just past Ashland Terrace.
Wow. Is that going towards 153?
No, going away from 153.
Jeez.
Good grief. I mean, that's literally right there.
It's Hickson, man. I'm
Yeah, at
telling
the
you.
top of the hills where the accident was.
No, it was further down.
Or was it further back down the
Yeah,
other way?
It was right. You know where that little slipway is that gets you to Ashland Terrace?
Yeah.
From Hickson Pike.
Right there at that slipway.
Right
I was
there.
thinking it was a
Okay.
little bit further up the hill,
Yeah.
but either way.
So, like the pictures that I saw, like the news channel, were from that Walmart parking lot, like looking at the.
Oh,
oh,
gotcha.
then it was in the exact same spot then.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Huh.
Yeah, he was just past that traffic light. That's where that slipway is. So, yeah.
Yeah. That slipway gets questionable because people are coming out there. And they think they
You know,
can beat
I want to
the
go
Yeah.
back real quick. How are they going to say not have 153 on that list when the most dangerous intersection in Chattanooga is what?
Hamel at 153.
Yeah, it is Hamlet 153.
Yeah.
Literally, Hamlet 153 produces the most accidents in Chattanooga.
Because whoever designed that intersection did not know how to design intersections. It is
No.
It's
cluster.
it's awful.
Well,
I
it's
hate
about
it.
to get worse.
Why?
I guess they're getting ready to start the Hamel Road Railroad project,
Oh yeah,
fixing that whole deal.
And I have to go
So-
through there every day.
So we'll see what happens with that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, I know it's not a lot and it's kind of like sad and depressing to hear that these things happen, but we do have a responsibility. We have a responsibility for the people that are listening to this, that are the quote unquote senior riders, experienced riders, to have these conversations, invite the people to go ride with you. You know, sometimes that's not even necessarily, maybe it's somebody that's been riding for 10 years, but they're use Chris, for example. They're from Florida. Hey, let me take you out and show you our curves.
Look at
Yeah.
a curvy road.
Yeah.
Mountain.
This
is a mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we call mountains.
My 400-foot road has 2 curves in it. So it's that,
Yeah.
you know, experience is sometimes not necessarily even time in the saddle. Maybe it's the area. Maybe you live in the mountains of Colorado and you just had somebody move to you from Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
They don't know those roads. Say, hey, let me take you out. Because we see it. When we were in Sturgis, how many people did we see that were like, man, they cannot ride a curve to save their life?
Yeah.
Because they're not used to it. And there's nothing wrong. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with America right now.
There is something wrong with it when they think they can do it.
No, here's
yeah.
right. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with America. There is nothing with being wrong. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake. If you're never wrong and you never make a mistake, you're a liar. So I make mistakes.
It's called being human.
It is. But the
Absolutely.
problem comes into play when you think that you don't make any mistakes or you don't do anything wrong. That's when you're going to get yourself hurt. I like to say I'm famously quoted. I don't think anybody's ever quoted me, but I say it to my family all the time because my mom's always like, oh, be careful on that motorcycle. And I say, it's not me you got to worry about. It's the other cars.
Yeah.
'Cause
100%.
I know me. I know how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I can't control what the other cars are going to do.
Yeah.
That is 100% the truth. If we were on the roads and there were no other vehicles, that would be really easy.
Yeah, and once again, I'm not placing blame on either side because I've watched motorcycle accidents happen and them be like, "Did you see that car?" And I'd be like, yeah, I was right next to you and I didn't hit them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whose
Yeah.
fault was it?"
Yeah.
Yes, the car pulled out in front of us, but I stopped.
Yeah. What were you doing?
So now those people, I love to give them a hard time.
As you should.
Yes. But
Those are typically of the senior class.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have unfortunately watched on the road, multiple motorcycle accidents happen. I actually saw a fatal motorcycle accident kind of one time.
How do you kind of see a fatal?
Yeah.
I was behind him about 50 feet,
Yeah.
and I saw him go off the road in a curve. I didn't see the accident.
Okay.
I saw him go
Yeah.
off the road.
I'm gonna say you did see the accident.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
Like, I didn't see the actual impact fatality happen.
Yeah.
But you still saw.
I saw what
the
happened
start of the
and
accident.
them go
Yeah.
off the road. And that literally, like, when it happened, I stopped. Police showed up, and I was like, I think, like, and they were like, he's gone. And I was like, I think something medically happened. And they're like, why? And I go, because he just never even tried to turn.
Yeah.
He just went straight off.
But then again, I've
So-
also seen people on motorcycles panic before.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you know, on roads like Suck Creek where you do have some harder, more hairpin style turns.
Yeah.
Some deeper turns.
Yeah.
And people straighten out stuff.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with their riding ability.
Hey.
It is riding ability. But
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. There's days where all of a sudden I'm in a curve and I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, shit.
yeah.
That happened.
Well,
All done that.
I'm admitting that I just made a mistake. Because as soon as it happens, I realize I did it. I go, oh, let's not do that again.
yeah, let's not.
Well, because mistakes do happen.
Yeah.
Like, go into a turn in the wrong gear or, you know, trying to do something in the middle
Yeah.
of it. Or maybe you brake a little bit too early. You're like, oh, shit. I shouldn't have
Right.
Now, this, saying all of that, this goes out to the non-motorcycle riders. And I'm assuming nobody listening to this podcast is a non-motorcycle
If you're
rider.
a non-motorcycle rider, send us an email.
Yes. We
But
want to hear from you.
Yes, at the Daily Biker Podcast at gmail.com. But I want to say this. If you are not a motorcycle rider and you see a motorcycle doing something, whether it's standing up while going down the road or sitting on the rear seat or just
Yeah.
swerving back and forth in
Right.
40-mile-an-hour traffic, but they're staying in their lane, don't worry about it because you have no idea their capability or what's going through their head.
Right. I mean,
I ride from the back seat quite often.
I've watched you do it.
Hey, how many miles did we put down going to Sturgis where I was standing up?
Yeah.
Oh, a lot. Yeah.
I mean, there was probably at least a total between here and Sioux Falls, there was probably a total of 60 miles that I was standing up.
Well, I mean, how often did you see me sitting on the back seat with my feet up on the
Yeah.
dash
Right.
boards?
Yeah.
Oh, there was when I had the CVO seat and the engine guard and the highway pegs.
Yeah.
I used to sit, if I was by myself, I would sit on the back seat, feet on the highway pegs with my arms crossed with cruise control on.
Yeah.
And people would go, you're going to get yourself killed. Buddy, I'm doing this on Highway 231 between Eufaula and Dothan. I'm going to pass like 7 cars the whole 45 miles.
Think you're fine.
I can see the end of it.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I can see the horizon from my location.
Yeah. I think I'm good, bro.
And there is not a single turnoff for the next 13 miles.
But that being said, like I swerve in my lane, you know, do the little dip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
Like especially in traffic.
Now, the new guys, hey, guess what? That's not going to heat your tires up.
No,
If you see the old heads doing it, it's
they're bored.
They're
we're bored.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
It's
We're bored.
100%. I just-
We're bored. Or if you can hear inside our helmet, we're jamming out to,
got some-
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, that's us dancing. So
that's true.
Just get over it.
Collins in the air tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Solo.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm sure there's someone that's going down Amicable that's seen me do that a few times. I'm just
Yeah.
air drumming.
Yeah.
I've been on the back with you, and you've been like bouncing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I enjoy riding,
Right?
and I've got some bangers playing in the headset. Some white girl pop.
Right?
He's sitting there going down the road doing the rush hour head bop to some Taylor Swift.
Oh, and on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson's social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.